So a couple of days ago, NASA pulled a Houdini on everybody. They shut down their live feeds, and you know it's real when even the psychics start to say psych. You don't have to like the video, you don't have to subscribe. Let's get right to it, because tonight's the night, ladies and gentlemen. Roll it.
Did the Comet 3I Atlas just release a UFO fleet over Mars? As the interstellar object flew past Mars, last October 4th, NASA's Perseverance rover saw something it shouldn't have.
Right.
A massive, cylindrical object with strange,
that does look strange in nature. I'll give you that.
dish-like shapes on both ends. Look at the detail. This is a raw image directly from NASA. This wasn't just one object, it was a group. At the exact same time, another camera on the rover started taking a 9-minute time-lapse. It captured not one, but at least 8 other objects streaking across the Martian sky. Scientists like Avi Loeb speculate that this isn't a comet at all, but a carrier that could deploy these smaller probes to observe Mars. As Professor Loeb said, this object has anomalies that defy natural explanation. For one, it's glowing towards the sun, which he called a bizarre tail from the forehead. It's also shedding nickel without iron, a chemical signature common in industrial alloys, hinting at a technological origin. And do
you think Dr. Avi Loeb is onto something, or you think that this entire thing is just full of crap? It's just Project Blue Balls, or you think that, yeah, NASA pulling a Houdini on all of us is a clear sign? I want to know your thoughts. For sure.
It came from the exact same direction as the mysterious wow signal detected back in 1977. So, where are the close-up shots from our powerful Mars orbiter?
Yeah, context. Apparently, Dr. Avi Loeb said that the same direction around, give or take, right? The same direction that this 3I Atlas is coming from, that's basically where that alien wow signal came from back in the 1977. It's insane, man. It is insane. He was not necessarily saying that 3I Atlas sent it, but it's kind of like coming from the same angle, same direction. That's what he was referring to.
Orbiters. Well, just before this happened, NASA announced they couldn't upload any new high-resolution images due to a lack of federal funding. How convenient. So I have to ask, what did our rover really just witness? Was this a natural event, or our first real look at an interstellar fleet?
An interesting coincidence between the direction from where 3I Atlas came into the solar system and the direction of a radio signal that was very enigmatic, detected back on August 15th, 1977. It's called the wow signal because the observer that discovered it wrote wow on the data notes. I checked the direction from where the wow signal came, and it was within 9 degrees of the arrival direction of 3I Atlas, which is an unusual coincidence because the chance of that happening at random is 0.6%, a very small probability.
If this is actually real, holy shit. You know, this is insane, man. And I want this to be real. I want this to be real, bro. Like, yeah, don't tell me that we're only here to go to work, pay taxes, come back home, and repeat that all over again. There's gotta be more to life. We demand answers. We demand answers. We demand answers. I don't want to break the camera because...
Yes, it's the infamous 3I Atlas, and it just seems like the closer it gets, the more unexplainable it becomes. You know, the interstellar object making its way towards us that professors and media outlets are all insisting might be alien technology. Well, a literal YouTuber has taken probably the clearest photo of the object yet, somehow better than anything NASA has shown us so far. And let me tell you, this thing does not look like a comet. So sometime in...
Yeah, okay, so we covered that slide portion in one of the previous videos as well. It feels like that it's dropping a middle finger like that. You know what I'm saying? It's dropping a middle finger like that. Pay attention. You'll see.
The beginning of October, 3I Atlas has officially been hidden from view for us here on Earth as it passes behind the sun, only to emerge around the end of November and be at its most visible point from Earth mid-December at its closest approach to our planet. But right before it went behind the sun, it passed by Mars, which NASA has an active satellite orbiting, the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, MRO. And NASA previously mentioned it's reallocating a bunch of its space telescopes and satellites to observe 3I Atlas as it passes by.
How ironic. And then they apparently shut down the live feed. You know, when we started to get to the climax, they just basically clipped our nuts, man. Essentially, that's pause, but that's essentially what they did.
Of which included MRO. But just recently, they put up a notice on their site saying, due to the lapse in federal government funding, NASA is not updating this website.
So actually, that's basically what they said. So because of the US government shutting down, hey, we're not getting the funding. How much more money you need, man? How much more money you need? You suckers cannot, like, just show us 10 seconds of brand new footage. Huh? Like, what the hell? What the hell, man?
Conveniently just right before the expected Mars flyby of 3i Atlas. Does this mean they're not going to be taking a photo of it anymore? Whatever this means, it's just incredibly questionable timing. And every photo NASA has released of it so far has just been a blurry, pixelated blob that anyone can dismiss as just...
It's good that the US government is cutting down their funding, you know? It's good. Because, like, bruh, these motherfuckers, yo, they take billions and billions of dollars, okay? And they cannot put like a good camera out there. What the hell, man? Of course, you know, jokes aside, exaggeration aside, of course the cameras are good, but the videos or the photos that we get are highly censored, highly photoshopped. It's very selective, and also they airbrush the crap out of it. They only show us what they want us to see. You know, they don't give us the raw, transparent, as it is, photos and videos, right? I guess we're all aware, but
just the comet, which it might be. But somehow amateur astronomers are taking better pics of it from here on Earth than the biggest space agency in the world.
Right.
YouTuber Dobsonian Power used his backyard telescope to take this photo of 3i Atlas, which is honestly pretty wild if you ask me.
What a guy, man. Shout out to him. But here's the thing, it might not be 3i Atlas, but it's definitely something he captured, and the point is, yeah, a YouTuber, right? Salute to the man, a YouTuber with a telescope in the backyard, ended up putting this out. That's crazy. Versus $1 billion NASA, never a straight answer, always bull squashing us. Yeah, we have to shut down because we're not getting funding. Yeah, man, miss me with that, bro.
I mean, the shot is fairly blurry too, but we can clearly make out a shape that is quite angular, maybe even somewhat, I don't know, triangle shape.
Guys, this is literally gonna sound insane, but scientists are now saying that there's an alien spaceship just cruising through our solar system right now, and then NASA is saying that there's not. This is the truth about what 3i Atlas really is. So this is the third time that we've ever caught an interstellar object come through our solar system from another star. The first one that we found was actually the one called Oumuamua, which a lot of people are probably already gonna remember. This one is called 3i Atlas. It was discovered on July the 1st with that massive NASA-funded telescope that's located in Chile. NASA actually just
shut it down, man. Just shut it down, man. It's absolutely useless. It's useful for them, but it's useless for us. So, because they definitely, guys, they have the tech, they have the videos, but they don't show us. And the ones they show us are blurry as hell. They are very selective with what they put out, so it's completely useless for us. So why are they taking our money?
Just dropped their sharpest images yet of this comet, and they're saying that the solid center is somewhere between 320 meters and 5.6 kilometers. That's obviously a really big question mark, but they're saying that that's not planet destruction big. So is this a comet or is it an alien spaceship? They're saying that they're seeing dust and gas coming off of it, which is classic comet behavior. And if you're wondering why there's alien headlines going around everywhere, it's basically because this high-profile astronomer basically came out with a what if and said, what if it's tech? And then all of the media outlets basically just heard the word aliens and then did their thing.
Right. Let's get it. Real quick though, before I forget, I gotta shout out the homie Rich for the $15 super thanks. That's way too generous. The homie Cody always comes in with 2. Misunderstood. Thank you for the 2. Get the camera. Yeah, thank you for the 2 as well. Thank you guys so much for all the love, for all your generosity. Let's actually roll it.
With one of our favorite interstellar experts, Harvard professor Avi Loeb. Professor, welcome back. Starting with these new images from ESA's ExoMars orbiter. What stands out to you? Any surprises here?
Well, the fact is that we see an image very similar to the Hubble Space Telescope image that was obtained on July 21st. Qualitatively speaking, of course, the Hubble Space Telescope is a much bigger has a much bigger mirror, 2.4 meters in diameter, whereas this camera that was used on ExoMars is much smaller, and as a result, it can.
Whoa, what the hell? Okay, I feel like that the one that went super fast, that might be or maybe all of it were shooting stars, perhaps. But it looked kind
low surface brightness in the envelope surrounding the core of the plume of the glow around the 3i Atlas. And I calculated that, in fact, the resolution of the camera of ExoMars is about 340 and we see that the image, the glow around 3i Atlas, is about 2 resolution elements, 2 pixels. We can tell that because the stars are point sources in the background, and they have a width that is roughly half of the width of the image of 3i Atlas. So altogether, we can see the core that was already apparent in the Hubble Space Telescope image.
Rare interstellar object the size of Manhattan could be an alien probe, according to Harvard scientists. Sorry.
Okay, so he published that, and he has been saying that since July, so this is a little old, right?
Is an alien probe heading towards Earth? This is an interstellar object. It came from outside of the solar system and then traveled here, and it is the largest and fastest interstellar object we've ever seen. Harvard asked...
I guess that's why it's fairly unique and it's fairly odd. That's why the labels are, hey, it could be from an alien origin, which it's possible, but it's also quite possible that it may not be, and it might just be a comet. It's just that NASA shutting down, right, US government shutting down, and that's the excuse been given that we're not getting the funding, and the timing is very, very mysterious. You know, as soon as things starting to get interesting, they shut down the live feed. Let me show you guys, let me show you this, okay? Roll it.
The passenger was enjoying the view when he noticed a saucer-shaped object flying toward the plane. He quickly grabbed his camera to film. It passed by silently and moved away with no sign of interaction. No sound, no lights, no attempt to communicate. Just a quiet flyby. The experience left the passenger unsettled, unsure what he had captured.
Yeah,
Lenny G, a well-known artist, was driving home late one night when an odd event unfolded.
What am I hearing on my radio?
Yeah, it looks like
this shit creeping me the out. Nigga.
Out of nowhere, a bright flash of light tore across the sky. Almost instantly, his car radio began acting strangely. Instead of music or static, it played an eerie, unrecognizable sound. The strange...
Yeah, that's what used to happen. I remember in movies, right? That's what used to happen. Like, you know, lights in the skies, UFOs coming up, and then all of a sudden your car stopping, a radio start going off and all that. Yeah, that's how the Hollywood movies used to be back in the days.
Timing between the light and the radio made it hard to dismiss as a coincidence. He couldn't shake the feeling he had brushed against something otherworldly. While enjoying a quiet day at their home in the woods, this family suddenly noticed something unusual in the sky.
Those are not airplanes. And like I said, I'm recording this literally through my iPhone.
The title says Starlink.
I'm moving the camera like this. These objects are... They look to be round shaped, and it's really weird. It's like a fleet. They're not weather balloons.
I don't know if it's Starlink, but the title says Starlink. Or the label.
Planes. Definitely not helicopters or drones.
It's around 5 p.m.
Holy. Did you see this? Look at the speed that thing did. This is insane.
Several unidentified objects were moving quickly overhead. At first, they seemed like drones or weather balloons, but their shape and movement didn't match either. They carried no lights, unlike Starlink satellites that usually appear as glowing dots lined up in order. Instead, these objects were dark, silent, and flying in multiple rows at an unusual speed.
That's not Starlink.
Was this advanced human technology or something beyond our world?
No, that's not Starlink.
On July 31st, 2021, a strange sight was captured on a security camera overlooking an Australian cane field.
I remember this one. This is a crazy one. I'm not sure if you saw it, but it appeared in one frame, right? We're gonna get a slowdown version.
A tic-tac shaped object shot across the sky, moving at what looked like twice the speed of sound. It had no wings, no visible engines.
Man, it came down this low to the ground. Are you crazy though? Yeah, so that's apparently the door, or yeah, that's okay. These are the doors. This is the house. So if a tall person was standing there, it could have knocked that person off. But seemingly so far, we never had any cases like that where a UFO has like hit a person, or like at these smaller UFOs, or these cylindrical shaped UFOs have hit a plane or a person. We never had any cases like that. We've had cases in the past of potentially, right, like UFO hitting into planes or came super close. That we did, but we never really had any cases of them hitting a person or a plane. You don't hear that much, right? Or at all. So that tells me that it's intelligently being controlled. Either this is reverse engineered tech by Lockheed Skunk Works and it's ours, but reverse engineered by the UFOs, the real UFOs, or it's something that we actually made on home planet organically, meaning that it's basically ours and it's super secret classified tech, or it's actually like the aliens, right, the UFOs, and or perhaps it's like the drones that the aliens are sending, like the probes essentially. So they're controlling it while being somewhere else, and there is no alien inside, no alien baddie inside, no twat inside, none like that, no bozo inside either. But it's very much odd, man, to see it this low on the ground. I don't think we've ever had a video like that before.
And made no noise. But it seemed too small and too close to the ground to really be a UFO, don't you think?
Blink and you miss it.
Many believe it was just a ball tossed across the camera, stretched by the fast movement. But the owner insists that wasn't the case. What do you think?
Yeah, if it's a UFO, perhaps it was just like a smaller Booga sphere-like ball, but because it's going so fast, it's creating the illusion that it was a cylindrical shape. Perhaps it was just a ball-shaped UFO though. Or perhaps, yeah, like the internet is being like, the internet is going Detective Dokes right now. Perhaps somebody threw a ball. Perhaps that's what it is. And
recently, strange lights appeared in the night sky over Vancouver, Canada.
Oh. Nah, say Holmes. Are they gonna call it drone show? Nah, AI, I would say
Fishermen
AI.
at sea filmed a glowing line that suddenly vanished, leaving behind an orb flashing red and blue. Another local captured similar lights drifting through the clouds.
Sheesh. Oh yeah, this one I remember.
Oh my god.
Oh no, man.
This is actually insane.
At first glance, I would say fake though. Fake as in AI made. Damn it, man.
You see this?
Bro, what the heck? What is that?
Mom, get the camera!
A second clip showed the lights shifting colors, forming a line and moving unnaturally across the sky.
Nah, man, I have my doubts though. What are your thoughts on it? Do you believe it, do you not? Because, man, ever since AI came out, especially for videos, it has ruined so much credibility. AI is super helpful as well, right? It is super helpful, but we all know people use it to create fake videos like that. So in this aspect, it just strips away all credibility. And it ruins the mystery and fun. And it ruins the credibility, most importantly, of these videos. And especially like the light videos like that, I have a hard time believing these. Maybe, yeah, the previous video that we saw that is claimed to be recorded back in 2021, this one seems believable, but this one, not really.
After viewing the footage, several possibilities came to mind. It could be AI generated, since in both videos the clouds look unusual. It could have been some kind of light show, or perhaps something extraordinary. Unfortunately, to this day, the true source of these lights remains unexplained.
And I guess it will stay unexplained.
August 28th, 2025, Jeff filmed something unusual while driving past a foggy forest.
There we go, there we go. We got the big twat right there just walking around. Hey, yo! Oi! Oi! Holy smokers. Holy smokers, man.
He spotted a towering figure moving among the trees.
I don't think we've ever seen that clear of a video before, because usually you would see through trees, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. But in one frame you see that big chungus walking in the middle so caught you right there, big boy.
The trees, at least 8 feet tall, with thick brown fur and a heavy muscular build.
Right, yeah, you see the triceps there, those shoulders, those glutes. Man, pause real quick, but thick glutes, man, and thick shoulders. Pause real quick, but
Many argue that no costume could replicate such detail. But isn't this too good to be true?
And right here you see basically the forehead, the eye, this is the hair, seemingly. Nah, yeah, it does seem too good to be true. I would say this is by far one of the only video that is this clear, that looks semi-legit. Perhaps a man in a costume, though. Or perhaps a real.
In June 2001, Jim Mills and his group set out on a backpacking trip in the Marble Mountains when they stumbled upon something strange. Deep in the forest, they discovered neat piles of leaves and branches, claw marks etched into tree trunks, and flattened patches that looked like bedding. Later, they managed to capture something truly unexpected on camera.
I think they're playing hide and seek.
I don't see it.
Moving now.
The trees? It's to the right of them.
Yeah, throw a rock at, he said.
Trees? Okay. See the King's Castle? Yeah.
Oi!
Kind of little skinny thing.
Oi! Oi! Oi!
That little thing.
Come down!
A tall, dark figure moving along a ridge, standing upright. Could they have captured Bigfoot on film?
Right. Guys, this is gonna be a wild one. Yes, we're doing it tonight, fellers. Lock yourselves in the basement, hide your kids, hide your wives, and remember to double check them doors. Shout out to Bizarre Bub, roll it.
3 p.m. on a quiet Saturday, Bonita Adonis was home alone watching TV inside her kitchen. It wouldn't be long before her husband came back from the grocery store. According to her, it isn't often the case that she has the whole house to herself, especially considering that her relatives are staying over for a few months. But even they are away from home, leaving Bonita completely alone. However, that may not be entirely true, because based on what was captured on a security camera inside her kitchen, this happened.
Yay! Check this, okay?
Based on what was captured on a security camera inside her kitchen, this happened.
Ooh, what the hell? It did not appear. Whoa! Oh my god, I'm glad I rewounded it and put my face cam down.
If it wasn't for the passing figure that briefly appeared, Bonita says that she would have written this off as nothing more than an issue with the stove. But seeing how it shook uncontrollably before lifting up and crashing down only seconds after the shadow makes her think this was anything but a typical appliance issue. Now obviously, stoves don't do this, but it's this fact alone that has convinced Bonita and her family that an unseen presence had done this. And perhaps, as they believe, it's a presence they're familiar with. As mentioned earlier, Bonita's relatives are staying over for a few months. They had gathered there after the recent passing of Bonita's grandmother, who passed away naturally under Bonita's care. Maybe, according to them, this might have been her spirit. But despite what they believe, I'll let you come up with your own.
Yeah, somebody let a firework out outside and that freaked me out, bro. This was crazy, holy. I was not expecting it. I saw the shadow and I was like, okay, my face cam hit that, right? So I gotta put my face cam down. I paused the video, rewound it real quick. And then you saw that, but I was not anticipating this happening. I guess nobody was.
Your own conclusions. Just what exactly occurred here? Was a ghost responsible for this? Or had something else been at play here that could explain this? Let me know what you think.
Oh no, man, there's no explanation to that, man.
Now, this next video was posted by a mother who writes that on August 13 of 2025, her daughter was alone downstairs when suddenly her Ring camera recorded something that has left her extremely concerned. It's been barely a month and a half since Jacqueline and her daughter moved into this new house. And now, after seeing what happened to her daughter on this night, she's not sure if staying here is safe. While Jacqueline is upstairs taking a shower, her daughter is by herself in the kitchen. Suddenly, this happens.
Uh-oh. Okay, what would happen?
Time blowing off steam. But now, at the casino, she's playing to avenge Paul's death. She lures Victor into a trap, letting him gain his confidence, win a few hands, just to see what his tendencies are. But then she goes for the
they're so high, emotions are so high. These disputes are carried away from Overton. You would become so angry that you would act out violently.
Instead of just leaving the game this time, Sally's scared.
With her arm clutched, Jacqueline's daughter immediately,
yeah,
whether paranormal or not,
seems very convincing, actually, right?
Her daughter suddenly crying, and the mark on her arm is pretty strange. But as always, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts on this one.
Nah, that one seems very convincing, though. Yeah.
Now, taking place inside a family's home, a mother named Courtney films a video of a car seat sitting in the living room. It belongs to her baby daughter, who isn't using it at the moment. However, if she had been, then what just happened earlier wouldn't be so creepy.
Anyone else's car seat just randomly start rocking? My daughter's not in it. Oh, the dog's looking at it. Uh-oh. Clear?
Literally nothing here. My baby is sleeping. Don't have a remote, it just did its own thing.
Yo, tranquilo.
Even the family dog was freaked out by this. They growl and bark as if sensing some murder. According to her, there had been another creepy incident just like this, but unlike recently, this one has left her terrified. While folding laundry and listening to her favorite podcast, this happens.
Yeah, I do that too, man. Like, just doing work and putting a podcast in the background. That's I guess that's the new normal, right? That's crazy.
I'm just gonna give this one lady a chance. We'll see how it goes.
I noticed my dog staring at the door.
We drive there. It's 2.5 hours away, and it looked exactly like my vision. And
so the dog is right here.
Like, I cannot explain the feeling.
There we go.
Like, it just felt warm, and I'm like, this is like this.
Really, bud? I'm assuming we're gonna see like somebody peeking.
God is good. God is great. He is all the time, but there's more to it. And
knock it off!
Just wow. Looking back, I'm like, God really loves us so much. But so I secured that wedding venue. It's great. Everything's good to go. I have the paper.
Yeah, tranquilo. Go slow.
He was like in the PA school at the time, and so he could have toured with me at a test that day.
There he goes.
This is my vision.
Man, I gotta lower the volume here. In my earphones. Yeah! Back away! I got you. Shots fired! Cover me, I'm reloading!
Not only that, it's gonna be hot.
Like something out of a horror movie, Courtney's dog begins to growl in an empty space. They walk slowly and cautiously, as if scared to approach whatever is there.
Man, it seems like that the dog was looking somewhere right here, and the dog said, psych. This is the same Scooby-Doo. Yeah, the dog is probably Scooby-Doo. Yeah, man. So dog covered his way out, abandoned the owner. The dog said, psych, deuces, I'm outie. So that's... yeah, the dog abandoned the owner, man. What?
Then, after leaving the room, this happens. A baby bottle slightly moves before plunging right next to Courtney. Naturally, she gets up and leaves in a panic frenzy with her baby. Something weird had just happened, and she wasn't having it. Now, despite there being not much info on the story, it's pretty clear that something strange is going on at Courtney's home. Whether it's a ghost or not, these two occurrences have no doubt scared the living daylights out of her. But for now, as with most videos, this one remains a mystery.
Yeah, the dog just leaving the owner behind, just
If
funny,
you caught
man.
something creepy,
You know?
I can send it. Dad, let's get back to the video.
Yeah, let's get back to it, boo-boo.
Now this final segment features a few clips that all come from a bakery in West Virginia, and it goes without saying, but each video is pretty creepy. The bakery in question is known as Rock City Bakery, and recently, the co-owner of the shop has been posting videos that she wasn't able to share until, but nothing compares to the following 2 videos that were caught at this bakery. According to Morgan, these are videos that she doesn't like to watch as it makes her feel uneasy when she comes to work. Now just for context, Morgan would always find misplaced items around the shop, but the one item that's commonly found in odd places is a plastic bowl that's shaped like a spider web. There's actually more than one of these, and for some reason, each one is usually found in places where they shouldn't be in. Morgan believes that Harry, the ghost, is responsible for this. It would happen so often that Morgan had to throw away all the bowls to stop the activity, and it did stop for a while, but then one day, while working a busy shift, Morgan notices a spiderweb bowl laying on the couch where all the customers sit. Perhaps someone had brought it in and left it by accident. Regardless of how it got there, Morgan was spooked out of her mind. So, she checks the cameras to see how the bowl had got there, and what she sees scares her to her core.
So it's gonna move in?
To Morgan, it appears as if the bowl had morphed out of a painting inside their shop. Have a look.
Oh crap, so it just spawns? Whoa! It spawns out of nowhere? One sec, let me... Damn! Oh shit! Oh shit! You gotta be flipping my flapjacks. You gotta be flipping my
like
flapjacks.
viewers, Morgan doesn't know what to make of this. It looks...
And you see, it moves slightly. Either it's a very well-made edit in a program like After Effects. I'm familiar with After Effects. So it's either edited in After Effects, because you can create a whole lot of stuff like that in After Effects. It's not that hard. You know, I possess that knowledge as well. It's time consuming, but it's not hard.
Looks as if the bowl came out of the painting. She believes that this had to be Harry somehow doing this as an attempt to get back at her for throwing the bowls away. While it's unsure if that...
It seems like it's masked. I would say it's hard to believe. For me, it's hard to believe. What are your thoughts? The reason it's hard for me to believe is because I have the knowledge of how this can be faked in After Effects. That's why I'm saying it. But if it's actually legit, holy shit.
That's the case. Another incident similar to this one was caught on camera that's made her and everyone else at the bakery pretty unnerved. During the late hours of the night, this happens.
So it falls. I rewinded the video so you guys are able to see. So thanks, Fallen.
Like before, something comes out of a painting, but this time, more things happen around. Looking closely, a plastic skeleton falls on its own, but after whatever this was had come out of the painting. As it turns out though, that object was a can of soda. Not really sure what to make of this, Morgan shares the footage online in the hopes that someone could explain this. So far, neither video has been solved. But still, there continues to be strange things that happen at this bakery. Whether it's Harry the ghost or something else, they're still freaked out by all these occurrences. But of course, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's
Let me
pretty
know
strange.
down below.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. Minus this clip only. If it's legit, then holy crap. But what are your thoughts? Did you see this video though? We uploaded a massive one, and it's a pretty good one as well. Check it out, and I'll see you right there. We talked about the mantis. We talked about the alien twats, the UFOs and all that. This is a big one. Check it out and I'll see you there.